Well. We're back. We're wheeling. We're having fun. Took a little break from wheeling anything to the truck to start my own construction business. Been running that, doing that thing for the past couple months. So I apologize for no content, but it's been on my mind, and we finally made it out to Flat Nasty Off-Road Park in Missouri. And this trail we're on right now is the first trail of our weekend adventure. And of course, you know, we got to send these guys up a black trail. So this is the start of it. You'll see the rooftop tent is now mounted on the bed. I didn't do an update on here, but on my Instagram and stuff like that, you can see the swing out tailgate for the bed is now done and all ready to go. So that worked out well because I integrated it like a little table that folds down. Don't tell anybody, but the parts are from Jeeps. So, but they work. So regardless, didn't have any problems with the truck this weekend. 37s are doing just fine. These tires just grip on about 12 PSI here. Didn't know how gnarly we're going to get. Obviously, I like to go into it, but some of the other guys just like to take it easy and just have fun on the trails and not be stuck on trails so long. So take it a little easy and go through some of the lighter stuff. But what are we doing if we don't start on a black trail, right? So this is it. We're going to get some other guys up this and just have a blast of a weekend. So stick around and see what we got into.
That's why I thought I'd have to back up a little bit. If I put my tire on that rock sticking out, will that get me over it? Yeah. Yep.
So this is just the start of the trail. Trail 19 at Flat Nasty. Pretty cool little trail. Don't think I've ever been up that trail before in a Jeep or anything. So it's pretty cool to take the Tacoma up that one. And we're going to get Garrick up here. We did end up getting a big boulder underneath of his leaf spring close to his fuel tank. So we ended up using the high lift off his slider to get him off of that. Didn't get it on video because obviously all hands on deck to try to get him up and over that obstacle. So we didn't get that on video, but it was pretty cool getting it out of there and helping him out and getting him up the hill. Now he is rocking 35s now. So a little worried about the stock rear bumper and the front bumper still having the plastic on that, having that middle bumper like that. So was worried he's going to dent up some of his stuff or knock off something, but he ended up, I think, getting out of here unscathed. So that was good. This is the same hill, just different angles that I was on. He does have a electronic rear locker from Harrop. This rock right here was just giving everybody trouble. But there's ways around it. Throw a winch on it if you have to. Ain't no shame in a winch. Not from us, at least. Doesn't matter to me. If I can spend more time on the trail, then I'm cool with it.
Never mind. Keep going.
It's not like we're out here winning trophies for doing this stuff. Just out here having fun. So he's up and out. This is the next part of the top of the trail.
You're right in the video, Brandon.
My son really wanted to video it, so he got to video it and put his finger on camera, so make that thing famous. So next part of the trail. Just wanted to get up on here and see what happens, and you'll see in a minute what's going on with this little spot. So that tree's just really close, and hugging it, being off camber like that, presents a risk of hitting the roof on it. So You gotta get a little creative sometimes. And with only having a rear locker and open on the front,
You're fully on your slider now.
my bolt driver side wheels are off the ground right here, and I can't really do anything.
This front wheel is completely off the ground.
So hook up a winch and pull us off. Probably could have got some more momentum. Probably could have slid off of that. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. It's all good. We're back on the trail and we're going to keep rolling.
You're down. There you go.
Going to send Josh up the same trail. He's in most of these videos. His second gen's pretty well built. And he will just send her. So, yep, sent him up the same trail as well. What a blast this one was to be a first trail. We had a few minor hiccups. His bedside's good here, but in later videos you'll notice there's a giant dent in his cab and his bed. That happened about 3/4 of the way of this trail from a tree root sticking out. Just couldn't help but slide right into it. So he was in good spirits. I'm sure it's annoying, but he knows it comes with the territory, so that's cool. Just another battle scar to chalk up on the board.
Back up and try her again. Back up and try it again, same way. Hard driver, back up. Okay, right.
Sometimes it's just about putting your tires in the right spot, and that's what we're trying to do here. Obviously, videos never do these things justice, and I try not to say that because everybody says that, but it was steep and slick and all that loose gravel and that dirt coming out from probably me digging it out coming up in the couple spots. Didn't help, but a little skinny pedal most of the time will get you up it. Try not to do too much skinny pedal though, because we start bouncing in these things, and that's when CVs break and all their fun stuff. So if you don't like fixing at the top of a trail or on the side of a hill, then I suggest not using so much skinny pedal unless you're just absolutely needing it. So little pointer there. Well, the best attempt definitely was Josh. He almost got over it where he didn't require his winch, but just gets to a point where your rear end just starts moving too much and gets you in a wrong spot that won't even allow you to get back off of there. So he tried it his best. He was going to give it a little bit more than I gave it. Almost made it off, but just couldn't quite do it. So pull out the winch and get you on down the trail. So if you watch my previous videos, I really like waterfalls, and this is 3 waterfalls next to each other, separate climbs, mama bear, papa bear, baby bear, you know, kind of goes along with the whole theme there. So I had to put tires up on it just to see what it was like. I was going to give it my all, but man, it was day 1 and probably 4 hours into the day, so I didn't really want to snap a CV or do whatever, tear up my truck where I couldn't drive the rest of the weekend. So sometimes you got to put your want to do something to the side so you can keep on rolling with the group and have fun the rest of the weekend. But it did surprise me to get up on here. I have to the left, the other waterfall, I have been in a Cherokee that caught on fire from trying to climb up the same spot. It's quite the tricky one, and tire placement is key on this thing. So having a guy up front and sometimes in the rear is best, because I got to come up in this thing and make a sharp left to get my tires into the V, which you'll see in a second. And quite certain front locker, maybe a little less PSI in the tire, probably could have got up on there, but Like I said, some may say I sissied out. Some may never do this in their life, but I have fun putting tires on things that, with this truck, and a little bit more parts added to it, probably could get up this thing. We're going to try it again, but it was cool.
You might be able to walk this side up, but I don't want you to drop in down there. Yeah. Let me try to get over more. Keep going. Alright, now cut driver. Committed. How about that tire? Is it going to come up soon? No. For how long? Another foot. 14 inches. Dropping down. You got 5 inches. Alright, you're on wall.
Snaps.
That little ting you heard was my lights up front. Don't even talk to me about them. Somebody said, oh, they're going to get broken. Yeah, no kidding. So he's climbing in there to see what it was. He thought it was something else because we heard metal definitely shear off of there. Just a little pod light. It's all right. Cheap little thing. We don't care. We're going to get right back to it.
Lifted blue law by Subaru, which is sweet.
Go ahead, keep coming. Welcome to CV.
Will he make it? I guess we'll find out.
Alright, so this is the problem. If I have to winch, I'll winch, but I at least want to get up there, so. Am I good going straight, or do I need to... I just want my tires on the rock, because I don't want to fall sideways into it. I need to come drive with me. You're on rock. What about the other side? You're on rock. Perfect on the other side.
This is where a front locker would have came in handy. Probably could have got me up and over that. My driver's side rear is getting hung up on that little ledge down there from that rock because kind of undercut it a little bit. Probably, like I said, could make it up with a front locker, but this is what I gave it. We hooked a winch up, pulled it up the rest of the way. And there's no shame in my game pulling winch to get up spots like this. So we'll get on up there, and then maybe you guys can see some of the boobaroo running around in the trails.
You're not dropping over here. Yeah, you're going to ride that far. You might drop.
Waterfalls are just fun. I don't know why I'm addicted to waterfalls, but remember this spot that Garrick just went up, did that years ago when I was back on like 31s, and that was back before I realized how much the truck was going to impress me, so be cool to come back in the same spots. These things are obviously washed out like crazy from when I used to run this thing in previous videos, long time ago, but the more washed out they get, the more fun they get. That is definitely true. And the boobaroo. So this thing is just awesome. Just imagine a Subaru on the trail and the way it sounds, being lifted to get some clearance. It looks a little funny going up things, but man, just keep sending it. It's fun. Absolutely had a blast in this thing, watching it run, listening to it run. climbing these things like that with a Subaru.
Oh, shit!
Yeah, listen to this.
Bro, there was a tree there. Really? Are you fucked up or are you good?
Sorry for the language, but that was totally not expected. Bent rim, pulled it back out with a winch, hit it with a hammer, popped the tire back on, got it down the trail a little bit more, and then we realized that the lower control arm separated itself from the frame. So, yeah, I pushed the wheel into the fender well. It was just not a good thing. We ended up towing it back up the hill, parking it, hopping in, riding in the Tacoma the rest of the time. But, man, what a blast that thing was on the trail. He probably did, I'd say, about 2 miles of trails with us before he did that. Them trees, guys, you got to watch them. They jump out in front of you. So I'm going to leave you to watch the few more trails that we ran on. Some of these are in previous videos. They're more washed out now. A little more fun having different people on them, that's for sure. You guys should start telling me what you guys want to see. We're going down to Windrock in beginning of September, so there's going to be a video there. Little sneak peek is the truck's going to be on a trailer going there, so yeah, there's no telling what we might get into down there with the old Tacoma. So all I know is it's going to be fun, and at one point somehow we're going to make it back home in one piece. Somehow it'll be on a trailer. So yeah, just enjoy some of this and put down in the comments what your favorite part of the video was. If you don't say Subaru, there's something wrong with you, because that was just absolutely hilarious. I'm still laughing about it at this point, even rewatching the video. So
You're about to come down. Right there, you're on the ground now. Go!
and I leave you to this last clip, this last little climb. Doesn't look like much, obviously. It is what it is. It's fun. But yeah, until next time, we'll get another video going. Hopefully Windrock gets some good footage this time of outside of the truck, not inside like last year's. But it should be a blast. If you're in that area, you should come to it. We'll be out and about in this thing. There's a trail in my mind that I'm going to go to first. And if you locals down there, you guys have been there, probably know exactly which one I'm talking about. Trying to source a front locker for this real quick. I know I've only got 2 weeks, but better late than never. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.